Scots Wildcamper, the wild camping channel for the great outdoors. It's Friday, it's 5 o'clock and it's crackerjack. Remember that one? Unfortunately not, it's just me. It's Thursday, it's about 1:30 and I'm at the Kilpatrick house, just leaving the so-called civilised area. You can call it civilised. And we're entering into the countryside. Great stuff. This is a popular walk with people from Glasgow and dog walkers, you know, local dog walkers. But I don't think it's going to be as popular today. It's midweek and it's a wee bit chilly. A couple of GGs, 4 sheep. Looks strange. Looks strange when there's only a few sheep rather than a flock. Anyway, straight up. This is the steep way to get up onto the Kilpatrick House plateau. This is the steepest way you can go, so it's a wee bit better exercise. My pack's quite heavy. I don't know why, it's only an overnighter, but it feels quite heavy. Never mind, I'll get there. Main idea is I've got a new tent. Well, I've got a few new things to try out, but the main thing is the tent and a bit of exercise. There you go. That's a tree, isn't it? Aye, it's a tree. That's a proper tree. It's a proper tree, that. There's obviously a bit of trail up there. Never been up that way, so one day, maybe the next time. Certainly I think this year I'll got a lot more time, so I'll come here and I'll head up that way. The weather's good. I did say before it was a wee bit chilly, but it's not too bad. You know, and it's clear. I think the forecast, and it looks like it's not going to be rain, but at least when I'm hiking, might come on. I'm not sure if it's going to be rain tomorrow. I'm not bothered about tomorrow. I'm on my way back, so I'm not too bothered if it rains or not, to be honest. There's the Clyde there. Clyde estuary. Cottages down there. Gavin Byrne cottages. Luxury self-catering in the heart of Scotland. It's still quite busy, to be honest. I thought it was going to be less busy, but you know, check the weather. It's a beautiful day and the chill's away. It's just a really nice winter's day. I was talking to 2 chaps there, Chris and Scott. So it's good to talk to you, Chris and Scott. I think I'm going to guess that's Tinto. You'll not be see. I know you'll not see anything, but I can just about make it out. I'm going to guess that it's Tinto Hill. I'm getting there, about halfway up. Still got a steep bit to do. Let's get on with it. The Erskine Bridge. Here's a bit a few of the Clyde estuary. I'm sort of halfway up this bit. Apparently the locals call this Cardiac Hill. It is actually, I forgot this walk, it's pretty much straight up. You know, there's not really any level, but once you start, it's just a gradient up all the way to the, well, to this bit and past. There's a wee level bit, if I remember right, where the quarry is, a wee quarry. But aye, it's a good exercise with a pack on. And then I'll see how far out I'm going to go. Once I get to the plateau, I'll decide. I've got plenty of options. See how I feel. It's a beautiful day. It's hard going, very hard going on a bike. I couldn't manage it. I've seen people get there. I've seen a lot sort of get halfway and then they just dismount, push the bike up. Right. I don't fancy it myself. Hiking with a backpack, that's what I like. I made it. This is at the top. Well, it's not the top of the plateau. I've still got a wee bit to go, but that's most of it done. You know, that's the hard bit, if you want to call it that, done. Wasn't that hard, but that's most of the work done to get to the plateau. There's Dumbarton Rock. In the distance, if you can pick it out, straight ahead. And that's me heading into the hills. Heading into the Kilpatrick hills. Potential camp spot. No for me. You're just on the path. I want to get on the hills, but that's a potential spot for someone. That was a wee quarry, or a wee bit they were quarrying. I filled it in a bit. You can see all the rocks. They filled it in. That was the bit that was dug out. I'm nearly there. I just vlogged to say I love you. I just vlogged to say how much I care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And what else? Aye, like and subscribe and whatever else. Leave a comment. That's the rhetoric, isn't it? That's it. I'm going to try and do more YouTube stuff. You know, you might think, well, that's just my normal stuff, but I'm going to take a wee bit more attention to YouTube side of things rather than just going out. Why not? I've been doing it 10, 11 years and I've not really done anything much to sort of, how can I put it, become more popular or more views and all that stuff. I went out and shoot my wee vids and see what happens, but why not, eh? It's just for a wee change. I'll try and be a wee bit more of a YouTuber. this year. See what happens. If I don't like it, I'm not be doing it again. So I'll try more, try some gear videos and add a wee bit of cooking, eh? It's probably a good thing that I start cooking as well, just for myself. Maybe try some time lapses and that stuff as well. Maybe a wee bit night lapse, night photography, that sort of thing. I've never really done that. So I'll try and improve the videos or expand it, whatever way you want to look at it. Why not, eh? I'm not harming anyone. Main thing is always just getting out and recording the trip for myself. To be honest, that's got to be your main, your main motivation's got to be for yourself, to be honest. Otherwise, you're just, I don't know, you can end up a wee bit false, to be honest. Good to see new trees getting planted. Cut down quite a lot up here the last few years. Us city slickers tend to romanticise the countryside. Forget it's a place of work, place of livelihood for a lot of people. That's good stuff. This is a great area to be near Glasgow. It's 8 miles away from me. I'm in the city centre of Glasgow. And you're certainly in another place, and you get that feeling, especially when you get the snow. You definitely feel that you're in another place. Right. Biscuits and gravy. I'm having biscuits and gravy tonight. Not. Down at the plantation, eh? Biscuits and gravy. There it is. The Humpty. Loch Humphrey. A wee action shot. My phone's going. I texted Billy there. He's in a hike up here. He's no camping, but he's in a hike. See if we can meet up. Check my phone in a minute. Right, now I've got to decide where I'm camping. Middle Duncombe I'm thinking about, or Lucifer's Loch, that's a wee bit away. I'll just head up to the Black Lynn, that's the one I did with Stevie. I'm thinking Black Lynn. I think I'll head to Black Lynn, I think. Very still. Look at the reflection on the loch. I was going to say silence, but you can hear somebody's pumping something up. Something squeaking. The squeaking pumping noise you heard was actually three chaps with a paddleboard. Eastern European, I would guess, with the accents. A big paddleboard. I don't know anything about paddleboards. If you get an extra large, but that seemed to be like 18 foot long. So I don't know if that's extra large or you get paddleboards for 2 or 3 people, but that seemed to be like a extra long paddleboard. I think I'll have the rest of the hike to myself, maybe cyclists. I would expect maybe to see a couple of cyclists, but it's getting on a wee bit. You know, still, you know, the light still doesn't last very long this time of year, obviously, so people will be heading back, the walkers will be heading back home. Not a breath of wind again. This is my last camp, the Cairngorms. That was the same. Not a breath of wind. We've got a new tent, so I'm not complaining. Take some footage of the silence, without me talking over it. Still a bit frozen. This is Greenland's reservoir number 1. This was all surrounded with trees at one time. I think up to about 3 years ago. This was all surrounded with trees. Off the top of my head, I think there's 7 reservoirs and 4 lochs in this area. Pretty sure that's quite accurate. 7 reservoirs and 4 lochs. Well, at least, put it that way. That's what I can think of. So here we are at Blacklin Reservoir. That's where I camped with Stevie. That's the first time when we met. That was the first camp. We camped at the reservoir bank. Nice and flat. So I'm tempted a wee bit. But I usually go up there. That's where I'm going. Still got enough light, but the light is beginning to fade. You'll not notice it in the camera, but probably got another 50 minutes of good light. That's DOUGHNUT, or DOUGHNUT. People just call it Donut Hill. That's DOUGHNUT Hill. I finally got up there. I did mention in Stevie's video that all the times I've been here, I've never went up there. But I did a wee walk. Never filmed it. But I did a walk and I finally got up there. And it's quite a good view. Good view of Loch Lomond. So all being well, tomorrow I think I'll hike up there and show you the view. Over there and up there. Right folks, I'm going to put the camera away and get up there pronto without slipping. It's very boggy, it's always boggy up that bit, so I don't want to be slipping. Well, it's good fun in the camera. Right, hopefully the next bit of footage I'm up, you know, at my pitch spot. My pitch spot for tonight. It's a lovely sky. It's reflecting on the reservoir, as you've seen. But light is fading, so again I can see I've got the other camera out now. I can see myself, and it doesn't look if the light's fading, but it is. It'll not be long before it's night time. Right, let's get the tent up, the new tent. As you can see, it's in our first, it's an MSR ELIXIR 1. The door seems to open right up, you know, fully, near enough. Although the porch it's got a unusual porch, which I really like. That was one of the main features I like. It's a one man, one entry exit tent. It's not like my scarp, you get two doors. That took a wee while, to be honest. You know how tussocky the pitch is. It's really no very, you know, it's not great for pitch spots here. So I think that didn't help. You know, put strain in some pull points, pegging points, if you know what I mean, and then it's loose in the other. So I'll see what it's like when I get in. Could be slightly uncomfortable, but I'm used to it. That's wild camping for you. As you can see, the shape, it doesn't go to a point. There's two pegging points for the porch rather than just one going to the middle, and that gives it more space. You know, that increases the size of the porch by I think 40%. So that was one of the main attracts. That was a bit awkward, but I'll get used to it. That's literally the first time I've pitched it. Plus, I think the ground, the actual pitch spot, is pretty bad. I don't think I'll probably be in better pitch spots than this. So that didn't help. But anyway, it's up. That's me for the night. Another wee look, pretty nice. So that's the door opened one way. Probably going to be left like that most of the way. And there's the porch. I don't think you're getting a decent idea of how big the porch is, but it's pretty big. Maybe in the morning, or I'll put my rucksack in it later on, and you'll get a better idea of the size of the porch. But that's the door opened one way. It doesn't open fully, but it opens more than that. So that's one, and there's option two. So that'd be good. Well, if it's a nice day, I could just leave I just leave it with the inner. I don't need the porch if it's really nice. That's part of the reason I got it as well. I know inner first is always you think, well, this Scottish weather, inner first a bit dodgy, but it's another option. It's an option. Of tents, that's, if I think the weather's going to be really nice, I can take this. 7 PM it is. That's me probably settled in the tent for the night. Just had a couple of baby bells there. I'm going to get a coffee on and a bit of chocolate, and then later on I'll have my meal, my wee boil in the bag chili con carne. First impressions of the tent. I mean, I could show you. I'll wait till the morning, we get more light, or we get some light to show you the inner tent and the porch better. But first impressions are very favourable. The inner's is a great size for a solo. It's probably scarp size. It's hard. I've got a terrible pitch here, to be honest. And the you know, the tent's at a slope and there's big tussocks, you know, so it's no ideal to judge, but it's scarp size, and that's a good thing, you know. The inner being scarp size is a good thing. The porch is huge. That's a star feature for me. The headroom's great. It's also got 4 pockets. It's got 2 pockets on the top and 1 at each end. As I said, I'll show you that better in the tomorrow morning. Coffee time. Coffee and a Bounty bar. See what I'm going to eat later on. There's my 65 litre rucksack in that corner. There's the space I've got. As I said, I'll show you better in the morning. Just a quick look, yeah. I got the Lanchan. I says I'll get that for the West Highland Way. I've no seam sealed it yet, and I'm not sure about the condensation after 5 or 6 nights, you know. It's a single skin tent. But anyway, I've got this. So I've got options, but I'm favouring this. It's a bit, well, compared to Lanchan, it's, what is it, 1.7, let's say 1.8 to 700, so it's a kilogram heavier. It's over double. 2 1/4 times the weight, but I think I prefer this. The Lanchan 1 Pro looks a decent shelter. I've not tried it, I'm just giving you my first, you know, I've set it up. So giving you my first impressions and just setting it up. I haven't used it. Right, I need to watch this stove. As I say though, the porch, with this size of porch, it's going to make things like, I don't know if I said that already, cooking. It's going to make things like cooking and storage much better. It looks like almost big enough I could almost squeeze in it and take my, if it was really wet and had waterproofs. Maybe that's pushing it, but I could maybe, you know, get my wet jacket off with it going into the inner. Right, I think my stove's gone. Okay, catch you later. 8:30 AM. The wind's got up a wee bit, and it must have been raining because the outside of the tent's wet. I can see the weather coming in. Yeah, I think it's going to be a wet and windy walkout, I think. Looks like it. I'll show you in a minute. It was pretty uncomfortable last night. Average uncomfortable night, put it that way. Certainly got plenty of rest. Tent's fine. I'll show you the inside the tent. I'll need to use my other camera because that's a much wider angle lens. And I'm just going to I'll have a hot drink and a wee squeezy yogurt thing I've got, and I'll just start packing up and heading home. There's the weather, aye. It's coming in. I'm going to get hit soon. There's the pocket at the end. 1 in each end. And 2 roof pockets. The gear loft, I suppose. And you've got 4 wee cords. You could rig up a sort of clothesline as well. So there's plenty of headroom. And plenty size. You know, it is scarp size. Maybe scarp's a wee bit big. It's hard to judge, but it's roughly that size, as I've said last night, so that's good. And there's that big porch I was talking about last night. That's the 65 litre rucksack in there. And that's what I'm going to heat up a drink in a minute. The tent is getting pushed in with the wind. The wind is getting up. As I say, the weather's coming in. I'm going to have to shut the door in a minute. I'm going to be hit any time now. And it is cold, yeah. It's winter. It's winter in Scotland, you know. Should be cold, and it is. Right, these down trousers are great, as I said that last night as well, but I'm saying it again. Rab down pants. Right, I better hot drink first and then slowly pack away. I'll catch you later on. I think it's about 10 AM, just guessing. I'm going to just finish packing. Just started. No matter mist, I thought it was going to clear there, but the mist is just heading back in. It looked like it was going to clear, but no, the mist is heading back in. So there's not much to see. I'm not going to go up to that DOUGHNUT Hill. I was going to go up there this morning and show you the view, but I don't think we'll get a view anyway. So, and that's really boggy, that bit. It's very boggy to get up there, so I'm not bothered. I'll just head back down. That's my stuff packed. Leave no trace, as always. It's cleared a wee bit. It's not as misty. It's not fully clear, but I think the wind will die down once I get off this wee hill here. I think the wind will die down a wee bit. Right, I don't know if I'll take any more footage. I think you've seen this, if you've watched my videos, I've been here about, I don't know, 30 times I think, camping. Anyway, right, I'll just go on with it. Just get back home, nice hot cup of tea, hitting a warm house. So I'll catch you for the next one.